Welcome everyone, Valcolution here with the next video. It's already a part 8 if I'm correct, or 7. Let's check it really quick. Peeking really trick. Number 7 it is. It was 8 but I made 2 into 1, otherwise they were really short. Today we're gonna add high scores to our game, and we're gonna make a coin pickup, so you're actually getting something, and then later on we can make it that you can buy something from that money, so or that coin. So yeah, let's dive into it and enjoy. So let's start on making the scores. Before we can actually add scores, we also need to add some variables to be calculating the score, of course. So to do that, we open the BP Runner game mode. It's in the content 0 game folder and blueprints, and then this one, the BP Runner game mode. Make a variable for current points. Can make it nicer, make it an integer, duplicate it, Control D or right click and duplicate, and call this one points multi. Compile and save, and we can close the BP Runner game mode. Okay, so now actually adding the score. We are gonna add the score to the floor base, since that's the one we want to calculate every time we pass it. And in the BP floor base we already have a nice barrier for it. You know, the barrier here we have for basically adding the floor, the detector of the if you pass the floor and then add a new one. We're gonna use that same one to add new floor tiles. Okay. So directly after you open the BP floor base, we go to the event graph, we click it, and then we have already our extend floor and our speed up. We're gonna add another one, and first we're gonna ask here for game mode. So we right click and we type in get game mode, this one. From it we're gonna cast to BP underscore runner game mode, this one. Connect the execution pins, and now the matching is gonna start happening. From the BP Runner game mode, let's zoom in, we're gonna make a get points multi, so get points multi, and we are gonna get the current points. One, okay. From the points multi, we're gonna make a multiply node, so you can press the star button or type in multiply. We're gonna add an 1 to it. This one will also be updated later on to be dynamic, so when you have more floor tiles, more different ones, you can have one that's more harder to complete, that you have more score to it, but that will be something we do later on. From the multiply node we're gonna add an add node, so the plus icon or just add, and we're gonna add it with the current points, so this one, like this, and from here drag it out, and we're gonna set the current points. So right now drag it up to here, and we're gonna let it loose, and you're gonna type set current points and scores sometimes. Okay, we connect the execution pins, and the current points will be the one calculation we did here. So we connect it to the current points, and that's basically it. So what we're gonna do is select everything. We're gonna make a nice comment, set current for this. Time for yes, so that's our floor base calculation of the score. That's the first part, and now we actually already are calculating the score. So if we go past the, I can show you guys. This is something you guys don't have to do, but you can do it for debugging purposes, but we're gonna do print string and connect the current points to the print string. Compile So compile and save. Gonna press play, and if I'm correct, gonna start calculating in the right upper corner. You see 0. Keeps on being 0 for some reason. So as you guys already noticed, the score was not adding up. That's why we are having things like debugging. I already know the problem. We go back to the content browser, go back to our runner game mode, we open it again, and both points, so the current points and the multi points, they need to have a default value of 1. You cannot add something to 0 if it's still nothing. So if you have them both to default value 1, you can compile and save. Go back to the runner, you go play again, and right now it should be calculating. Oh, you see here in the top corner it's already on 5. So that's what we want. Again, this part is not necessary. I leave it here now for debugging purposes, but if you guys don't have it, don't thread it. It's not necessary right now. We're gonna make the UI, the gameplay interface now anyway, so let's start on it. Okay, the gameplay widget. We go to the content browser. We have the general user interface, the GUI. We open it and we right click, user interface, widget blueprint, user widget, and we call it WPP_gameplay, like this. Open it up. And the same as the last time, we're gonna add a canvas panel. This. Sorry, bit. We're gonna make some text, so we get text, put it on the canvas panel, select it. We do the alignment, we do it to the top right, so the anchor, top right. Position X will be 0 first, no, not 0, minus 150, like this. And the Y position, we do it on 50, so it's not in the top of the screen. And we go down, and we have the justification, this one, we put it to the right side, so it will be going that way. If you have done this we're gonna get this one, the context text. Here you have a small icon, it's like, yeah, what is it? I have no clue what to call it, but we click that one, and we click create binding, and you get this nice screen. Now the magic happens when actually adding the scores to the screen. So we have to get text. We break this node. So hold Control or Alt. You can do it with Alt, I guess. Yeah, if you hold Alt and you click on the line, then it's gone. From here we're gonna get the game mode again. This one. From it we cast it to the runner game mode again. Now we connect the execution pin again. And from SBP runner game mode we're gonna get current points. This one. And we basically connect this one to the return value. Then you have this text to integer, we leave it, we open it up, and we uncheck the use grouping. Right now we connect the execution pin to the return node, and that's basically it for everything in here. We can make a small note of it. Let's do it like this. Adding the current for to the theme screen, like this. Maybe if we like to have more things on the screen, then it's easier to find out what's what. Compile everything, we save everything. Okay, now we have the gameplay screen, but we actually have to add it to the game viewport, of course. We can close the blueprint here. We can also close the BP runner game mode. We can also close the floor base. We go to the content browser, back to the blueprints, and we open our BP runner character. And we go all the way to the beginning. Oh, this is still the death function, sorry. Yeah, but we are in the death function. And before we want to start all this, we want to remove all widgets. So the widget that's already on the screen with the score and everything, we want to get rid of it before we add the game over screen. So we drag the death function start node here. Right, we make a new node from it, and we're gonna make it remove all widgets. Yes. Compile. We go to the event graph, and we go to the event begin play. From begin play, we're gonna drag it more out, and we drag it here, and we're gonna add of how do you say it? Create widget. One, and we select our gameplay. More room. Yeah, I want to keep this one nicely intact. So from a return value, add to viewport. This one. Connect to execution pins. Don't forget to connect this one as well. Compile, save. We go back to the runner map, press play, and as you can see in the top right corner we have now a number 1, and it's now calculating our score. As you can see, it's working nice and smoothly, and we die. Right now if you press reset, it's still on 1 again. It's not saving anything. Of course, it's not saving anything because if you game over, your score is ended, but that's it. So yeah, that's basically everything we need to do about adding scores. Saving the score, like in the Highscore function, will be in not the next episode, but the one after that. But right now we have something else we can also add to the screen. This video will be a little bit longer than the previous one. Yeah, let's add a coin asset, so we are able to collect coins. That's also a nice one. So before we can add the coins itself, we need to add the coin meshes into our game folder. So go to the 0 game folder, make a new folder, right click, new folder, and call it assets. Like this one, or assets, what I was saying, doesn't really matter. Enter, open it. In the description I left a nice link with the coin details, so download them and open it. Then you get these two files, select them both and add them into your assets map. Yes. Get this nice screen, just click import. You have this. Okay, I did not click do not create material, so if it's asking that, click do not create it. If you have created it, just click on it and delete it. We are not going to use it anyway. Force delete it. We double click on this coin, open it, and since it's now having no material, it's like world grid, select the element one on the details tab and make it gold. So you have metal gold, select it. Save. Close this window. Oh, and if you don't have the metal gold, it can be that you don't have the starter content. So if you go to content browser, add future or content pack, and then you can click on content and then the starter content. So you can also add it now in the screen. But for me, we already have it, so we click that one here. Again, save it, close this window, go to the content browser. Right here we have our coin sound. If you click it, it's a basic steady sound, but it's not dynamically. It's always the same sound, and I don't like that in the game. So we're gonna actually edit some changes to the sound. So here we're gonna right click, and we're gonna go to audio, and we're gonna make a meta sound source. We click it, we call it ms underscore coin sound, like this. We open it up, get this nice screen. this one. On input, we're gonna make a random float, this one. We keep it on seed 0, and the min will be minus 0.2, and the plus will be on normal 0.2. So there's a slight difference, not too much. And then we're gonna, on next, we're gonna drag it out and make it a wave player mono. This one. And the value we put on the pitch and the select assets, we're gonna make it the coin sound. So on assets, you're gonna click the coin sound. If you cannot find it, you can also search the bar, coin sound. And on finish, we're gonna do the output. And on mono, out mono, we're gonna click the out mono. And if we now play, it every time gets a different tone. So that's good. Save it, close it. So that's part number 1. So again, we have created our Highscore already in a few minutes ago. But now we need to do basically the same with our coins. So we go back to the content browser. We go to the game folder, to the blueprints, to the BP runner game mode again. And we're gonna make a new one, and we call this one coins. Yeah, simple coins. And again an integer. And the default, I think we can keep this one on 0, since it needs to be 0 anyway. I'm not sure, but we come back on that later if we find out that it's not working. So now we are actually having the coins variable. We can close this window, compile and save to be sure. I 100 times click compile and save just to be sure. We have the runner character. We don't need that right now, so we can also close this one. Go back to the content browser, and we go back to our to our blueprint folder. We need to make a new blueprint. So right click, blueprint class, click actor, and call this one BP_coin. Just like that. We open it up, and yeah, let's add a static mesh. So add static mesh, name it coin. Doesn't really matter, but for us it's nice. Select it again, and here in the static mesh, write down coin. So you get our coin static mesh, the one that we just added into our project. We have this now. We're gonna also add a rotating movement. So the coins are rotating. We select our coin again. Let's change the rotation X to 90 and the Y to 90 as well. And the Z-axis from the location to 80, something like that. So it's a bit higher up, since it's luckily on, if it's on the floor. You can make them bigger if you like, but I think this is a nice size to it. Yeah, also if you have the coin, scroll down in the details tab to the collision section, and it's block all dynamic. We need to have overlap all dynamic, like this. We go to the event graph, and we have actor begin overlap. And we actually, here we're gonna collect our coins. As soon as the character overlaps the coin, he will pick them up. So from the adder actor, we're gonna cast to BP_runner character, since that's the actor we want the coins to spawn to. We're gonna right click here, and we're gonna get game mode, since we want to add the coins to our game mode. We're gonna cast to runner game mode. This one. Fusion pins can be connected. And then from the runner game mode, we want to have our coins. Get coins. And from it, we're gonna double click on the plus icon, so you get increment integer. You can also type it, but for me, double plus is easier. We make the execution pins connected. We're gonna print string it to be sure. Just to be 100% sure, you never know. And after that, we also wanted to make a sound when we pick it up. So we're gonna do a play sound 2D. Oh, play sound 2D. And we're gonna select the meta sound we just created. So ms underscore coin sound 1. And as soon as the coin sound has started, we need to destroy the actor, so the coin is picked up, it's not on the floor anymore. So destroy actor, this one. And that's basically it for this part. We compile and save everything. We can close the BP coin. And now we are gonna actually spawn the coins. You know, we have the coins now, but we also need to spawn them on the floor. So we go to our content browser and then the BP floor base. So as soon as we have opened our BP floor base, we're gonna basically make spawn points for our coins. So we select the create spawn points for our obstacles. We duplicate it, so right click and duplicate it. And we're gonna create a spawn coin spawn points. Let's make it like that. So create coins spawn point. Oh man, ridiculous. Or how do I call it? Yeah, I know. I make it completely different. So coin spawn points, and now like this. It's better. So we have this now. The lane position, for loop, everything. This is good. We can make the for loop. We're gonna change it from 0 to 9. And the make factor will be deleted. Oh no, it's not deleted. Sorry. We keep everything the same, I guess. Yeah, we keep everything the same, except for the spawn points here. We delete it. We drag it out. We promote to a variable. And we call this one coin. Oh, come on. Oh, it's already here, of course. Coin spawn point. If you make capital and no spaces, it will also end up here like spaces. So we have that. And that's basically our thing for adding them to the construction script. So we are gonna go to the construction script. We're gonna drag and drop the coin spawn points up here. So we have that one. And right now we're gonna do the same with the spawn obstacles. So right click, duplicate it. And we're gonna make this one spawn coins. Like this. Well, the spawn points will be changed to the spawn coins. And let's say the random integer will be 5 and 8. So the amount of coins will be between the 5 and 8. Random integer in range, we do it to 0. You can also delete this one, but for some reason if you delete it, it will spawn more coins. We are also gonna delete this child actor component. We drag this more like down. Select here the BP coin. Go to the construction script. Drag and drop the spawn coins to our coin spawn points, like this. Go to the viewport and we press compile. And right now you see the coins spawning, but for some reason we have a little bit, not so much coins. I don't know why. So we're gonna make the floor plane. We're gonna view, not view, visible. Get it away. You see the arrows, file, arrows, and we're gonna make a different color of arrows on the spawn coins. Span arrow component, we're gonna drag this a bit backwards, and then from the return value, from here, we're gonna yeah, we can do it from return value. Set arrow color, no, not that one. Set this one, yeah, this one. Connect it. Connect that one to the add button here. Change the color to something different, to yellow or something. Go to the viewport. I'm gonna compile, and you see now the yellow ones or the green ones. And we also have still the problem that right now, if you're gonna compile, we have only 3 coins. See, one, yeah, not one here, but normally 3 rows. We have only 3 arrows, and that's not what we want. So we go to our spawn points, coin spawn points, and here we have the multiply node and make it 75, and then enter, compile, viewport, and then you see we have more arrow points. Yeah, go to the plane, visible, and right now I understand again why in the previous video we had a bit of, not the one before, with spawn locations we had different values. So we go to our spawn obstacles. Spawn obstacles, no, the one create spawn points. And this one was on a different value. This one was on 400, so we're gonna do that right now. And why we are doing that, so they are in line with the obstacles, but it also means that we need to change our other stuff. So the plane needs to be added 400, so plus 400, like this, so it's more in the middle again. Do the same with the arrow, it's already on 500, so we click plus 500, oh not 400, sorry. This, and the same with the box. So now is everything back in line. Now you see all the coins spawning. Compile, 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 you see them all working. I'm gonna save. And now basically we need to add it to the viewport. So we go back to the content browser, back to our GUI, the gameplay, and now we have here the gameplay, and here we have the current score. We're gonna basically do the same thing again, but now for the coins. So we're gonna drag and drop the text to the canvas panel. Not so smart for me that I didn't give it a name. So right now the first one, that one for the high score, you make it or underscore text like this, so it's easier for us to find out what it is. This one will be the yeah, just coins, since we are not adding them to more, or you know, there's no high score, it's just the physical amount of coins we have. Yeah, make the anchor to the left, this one. Make the X position 50 and the Y position 50, like this. And then we go back to this one here, so we go to the event graph, copy all these nodes here, copy them. We go back to the designer, click the text block of the coins. We make here also a binding, so click it and create a binding, this one. And now we're gonna basically do the same here as the one we did before. We control and paste it, so this one. And we're gonna delete the return node. We're gonna take the get coins text and we connect it to the cast to BP Runner game mode. This one we don't need it anymore, the current points, not in the calculation of the coins. So delete it, and we're gonna get coins. One. And we connect that one to the integer. Here we're gonna change this one in get adding the coins to the game screen. So we have that one as well. And I noticed something different. Oh yeah, here we have get coins text. This function is get underscore high, not high, like this, so we have it all nice and smooth. Compile and save again. Go to our runner map. We're gonna press play, and you see right now we have a small gap. We're gonna fix that really quick. since we added everything 400, that means that these two also need more 400 plus. So we're gonna click the first plane, and here plus 400 like this, here the same. And of course our player start. And right now when we're gonna press play, we have coins. They're connecting. We are picking them up. And in the top right corner we have our score, and in the top left we have the amount of coins we have right now. So that's good. You see the speed, we don't need it anymore, so really quick we're gonna disable that one. We go to the BP floor base, to the let's say event graph, and here we have one print string. We can delete that one, and we have another one here for the max walk speed. We can delete that one as well, but keep in mind to connect the set walk speed to the Cars to BP runner game mode. And that's basically it for this part. Yes, compile and save. Let's check whatever we have again. We have nothing else calculating. No, yeah, we have still the coins. Oh yeah, we need to change the coins. So we go to the content browser, blueprints, coin, and we're gonna delete this print string. We're gonna connect the increment integer to the play sound again, compile and save. Go back to our level, we press play, and now we only have on the right side our high score, and on the left side we have our current amount, our coins. Right now when we die and restart, both our current score and our coins are back to 0, but that will be something we change in the next video. So yeah, in the next video I'm gonna introduce you into Game Views. It's basically a plugin that you can use to let people log into your game, and then you can keep track of their inventory. So when you have a shop on it, on your game, you can change the values of the products, just how much it will be costing. You can also make the high scores and the coins and everything like that, but that will be something in the next video. So for now I hope you guys enjoyed this video and now know how to add this coins and the high score. Feel free to drop a like, feel free to subscribe. I like some comments if you guys don't mind, and yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.